Most of you guys out there have a massive issue when it comes to trading, and it's not for the reason you think it is. What if I told you that the way you've been thinking about trading your entire journey is completely wrong? You'd look at me like I was crazy. Well, prepare to start looking at me like I'm crazy. A lot of you guys, when you come into this industry, you come in with this mindset of what trading is gonna do for you, your family, how it's gonna take care of your entire life, your future generations, X, Y, and Z. And from someone who's been there, done that, and having peers who's been there and done that, I wanna give you my perspective of what you guys should be doing to put you guys in a much better position and situation. Stop looking at trading as this is gonna be the one thing that makes me $25 million and then I'm set. Stop looking at it as this is gonna be the one thing that makes me $10 million and then I'm set. This is not to say trading cannot do that, but if you look at trading a different way, I swear it'll supercharge your growth. This is how you should be looking at trading, and I'm gonna elaborate the entire video. Look at trading as the stepping stool that's gonna help you make your first 6 figures, maybe even your first 7 figures, and then use that to get into other avenues and actually diversify. Do you guys know how hard it is to make $50 million in trading, $30 million in trading? Hell, let alone $1 million, let alone 6 figures in trading. Now, 6 figures can be done, $1 million can be done, so on and so forth. I'm not here to say against that. What I'm saying is, if you look at the percentages of every single person who was a trader in the United States, and add up how many actually make 6 figures, it's not that much. It's the same with Amazon when it's like the top 5%, of books on Amazon make more money than the other 95% of books that's on Amazon. That's just the reality. It's a small percentage on this side. And for you guys, the best way to beat the odds, right? We talk about when it comes to trading in general, right? The best way to beat the odds is a prop firm over your own broker because you get to use their capital, yada, yada, right? The best way to be successful in this industry is to look at it because the goals are much more attainable, right? When you look at, my first goal is to make 6 figures in trading, right? 100K. Then from there, let's see if we can try to get to 7 figures, whether that's through, your own personal broker or through a prop firm, right? If you look at it from that perspective, it's much more attainable. And you guys may think, oh, well, I don't even look at it like that. BS. And I'm not gonna curse because of the whole YouTube stuff. That's bull, S-H-I-T. Why? It's because you're fantasizing, trading is gonna bring you so much riches. And it can, but we gotta define what riches is, because riches, 6 figures, not considered rich, but it's considered better than, 90% of the world, right? And if we look at it from that perspective, making trades is a lot better because now, here's an example. You see, let's say me or any of my peers, anybody who's a leader in this industry, we may have a $20,000 day, a $50,000 a week, whatever the case may be. So when you are somebody who's out there making a $4,000 day, you don't look at that as progress. You don't look at that as, okay, I made $4,000 today. Let me, close that, bank that, make sure that goes into my account, and all I gotta do is make $96,000 left, right? To be 6 figures, right? There's people who, are trading on prop firms who are getting $13,000 payouts, $26,000 payouts, $50,000 payouts, $100,000 payouts, right? There's people who are actually doing that. I mean, like over sometimes in one bunch, sometimes in like a lifestyle, right? People are like, oh, across 13 firms, I've made $1 million. I've made, 500,000. That's amazing. Immediately from there, use that to do something else. That doesn't mean quit trading. That means now you have leverage. You need leverage to become richer. Find ways to make money faster, right? That could be through business, that could be through investments, that could be through anything in the actual world to be on par with trading. Because again, people don't understand, when you start making money, stuff starts to happen. People are like, oh, Swaggy, why aren't you a day trader anymore? Because I have businesses to run. So now I'm a swing trader, right? I don't have time. Day trading got me to where I wanted to get to, right? But now that I am at a point to where I want to get to, I do not want to be on the charts every single day for 8 hours a day. I am not a day trader. I am a swing trader. Big difference, right? I'd like to come in, see what my analysis is going to be for the week, try to make a trade based on what the market's going to do for that week or the next 2 weeks, and then hold. That works better for my lifestyle now because of where I am with my wife, with my kids, with my businesses. I like that, and that supercharged my growth. Had I been just a solid day trader, no businesses, no nothing, I could be more stressed out. I could be getting less sleep. I could, make worse trades. It could be seen as, day trading day to day. And you know how it's a lot to actually get into, but like when you day trade every single day, you lose, you win, you lose, as opposed to like for me, swing trading, I win twice for the week and it makes up what I would have made day trading. That's a separate conversation. What I'm trying to say to you guys right now, prime example with me, when I made my first 6 figures in trading and I actually got it to $500,000 before I even started any type of course. That's the one thing that upsets me is that people are like, oh, you just sell businesses and you just have businesses. When I made $500,000 before business even started, nobody talks about that. Do you guys understand? And this is why I hate the perception in terms of, getting into your biggest issue with trading, right? Because when you want to start a separate business, you should. Nobody out there who's made $500,000 is teaching you, yeah, you can make 20 million with trading. Here's my course, do X, Y, and Z. Nobody's saying that. What we're doing is we're saying, here's how I made $500,000. Now you can do what you want with this information. Hopefully you make more money than me. You become better than me because you may look at the market different than me. That's what people do, right? There's a guy out there who has a book called How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market. I have it here. I put it in my top trading books on Instagram that people loved. And he didn't say, here's how I made 2 million. Now you go take it and you make 20 million. He just said, here's how I made $2 million. Guess what? I bought it and multiple people bought it. That's a separate business for him. That's more money, more income coming in. And if you guys look at trading flat out as, I need to use this to get to where I want to get to, boom. So there's a book called, One, How Social Media Made Me Rich, right? There's a couple things like that where it's like, one of the things they teach you in there, even in the success principles, they teach you to map out your ideal life and don't let anybody put, a limit on it. For me personally, I would love to be a billionaire. I would like to be someone who makes 9 figures, right? Like 9 figures to 10 figures, that's what I'm aiming for. There's some of you out there who will be perfectly happy with just making $2 million a year and, wife, kids, living in middle to upper class America. Whatever your dream is, look at that and then reverse engineer, right? Okay, $2 million a year is my dream. Great. So what do I gotta do to make $2 million? Okay, now you start trading, right? Now you made $400,000 through trading. Now you made $700,000, right? There's so many things you can do with that money instead of being like, okay, now every single year I gotta make $2 million, $3 million. You can do that. This video is for the masses. I have a big YouTube audience. This isn't for just 1 or 2 people because there's gonna be like a few short people who actually are gonna make $2 or $3 million every single year like clockwork trading by just trading alone because they just love it. But there's some of you guys out there who'd like, to breathe more, and this may not be for everybody, right? You look at it from a point where all I gotta do is make $500,000. Then at that point, okay, I'm gonna take 100,000 and start a business with this. I'm gonna take 50,000, start a business with this. This could be any business. I just went to, and I didn't even talk about this publicly yet, but I went to, Alex Hormozy's private workshop where you had to apply to be accepted. And a lot of people got denied because on Facebook, a lot of people were just like, I got denied, I can't go. I got approved, right? And being there's so many businesses outside of trading that are making so much money. Construction. There's a lady who sells paintings for a living, who sells them for like $40K per painting, right? Like there was so many businesses there where it's like, there's people who trade / invest and then they have their business. My business just happens to be, Deep Pockets, a university, or my courses from years ago, right? Because I just love this finance industry as a whole. But there's some of you guys out there who have a passion for, creating a babysitting company like care.com and turning it into a multi-million billion-dollar platform. Cool. When you look at trading from that perspective, it becomes a lot easier. How does it become easier? Again, because you break it down into chunks, because you're cutting out, okay, I only got to make 5K, 10K, X, Y, and Z, and then use that and compound that. But when you look at it as, I'm going to make, I want a $15 million house, and that's going to come through all from trading. I'm going to pay cash with it. Then your journey becomes a lot harder because then you may have a $20,000 day, and then you may not take it. You know how many emails I get on a daily basis of people saying, oh, I was up $12,000, but I wanted 25, so I didn't close. And then, I looked at the market again, and now I'm only up $3,000. And then now I'm trying to hold so I can get back to at least 6,000. And then it comes back to 1,000, and I just closed at 1,000. When you could have had 12,000, That is an issue. And the only issue that is because you're looking at trading the wrong way. That is your big issue. You're not looking at it as, this is 12,000 mother effing dollars that I can have and put into my bank account, take care of my family, take care of my mom. You know how selfish some of you guys are? And I mean the good traders out there, right? I mean, for those who are still learning, I understand, because I think you guys have a great heart. But for the good traders out there who was like, yo, I made 100,000 through prop firms, I made 200,000 over the last 5 months, I made 50,000, and your mom is still working. That's selfish. It is. Sorry, be the bearer of bad news. That's my job here right now. That's selfish. Because again, you guys are looking at trading wrong. That is your big issue. Because you were looking at it as, I gotta make $1 million to retire my mom. Why? Literally why? That makes no sense. Your mom only makes, example, your mom only makes $4,000 a month, right? Let's say with after taxes, X, Y, and Z, she takes home $2,800 a month. Not much, right? Because we've all been, obviously, like, I come from a poor family, right? So I understand, right? Like, my mom at a certain point only made like $2,500. So I know how poor you can be. Like I said, I grew up in a shelter. Like, I totally understand, right? So let's say your mom makes $2,500 or $2,800 a month, right? I'm gonna say 25 because it's easier math. When it comes to trading, and you're somebody who's made $20,000, like at any point in time, 25,000, I get DMs of people saying, I just made my first 25K day. The first thing you should do, again, I say this all the time, is give your mom 6 months of rent. 2,500 times 6, that's $1,500, that's $15,000, right? Or yeah, 2,500, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, right? You make $25,000, give her $15,000. Now for 6 months, that's not just rent, that's her entire expenses, right? 2,500, 3,000, whatever it may be. So now she's pushing you to trade more. She's pushing you to go to those seminars. She's pushing you to stay up at 12 p.m. And now you have a healthy balance of somebody telling you flat out, I believe in you. But when you don't, and you're just trading in your room, and then you're up 12K, and you let it go down to 1K, your mom don't know you was up 12K. All she knows is, oh, you took home $1,000. Well, you could have got that at JCPenney working minimum wage for a week. She don't know that. But if she knows, oh, I was up $12,000, I didn't close, now I made $8,000, why you no close? Like she has an accent or wherever she's from, Haiti, wherever she's from, right? Like, why you no close? Oh, I'm sorry, Mom, I'll do better next time. Accountability. You're looking at trading the wrong way. And if you look at it as, what do I want to make like just in general, as a man, as a woman, per year? I would like to make $750,000 per year. Great. Trading is the stepping stool to get there, right? Okay, trading can only make my first of all, trading can get you to 750K. Let's get that out the way and clear. But if you look at it from a point of, if I want to make 750K every single year, make 100K, make 200K, make 300K through prop firms so you're not wasting your own capital, or through a good broker, and then that may take a year or two, whatever the case may be, save up, and then at that point, start looking at other avenues. Q said, I did a podcast with Q, and I don't know if, when Connor's editing this, he can put it in like black and white so people can see like the flashback. But Q said flat out, now that I made it in trading and I'm successful, the money that comes from the business takes care of my life. That takes care of all the bills. Some of you guys out there have this weird perception that, oh, trading needs to cover all the bills. Yeah, when you're coming up, when you have a solidified track record in your own self, in your own mind, and you're good, and everything seems all great, and it's like, okay, like, I done made it already and I have another business. The business should be taking care of your life because that's safe money, right? Trading, again, people get this confused. Again, it's your biggest issue. People like, trading can make more money than the business. But trading is so up and down. 1 month could be a great month. The next month could be a dead month. That's not the same with business. Business, if you make 100K a month or 200K a month, you're gonna make above that or right below that every single month, so it's consistent. Trading, you can make 70K 1 month and then negative 30K 1 month. You're never gonna be negative 30K business-wise, because you know what would have to happen for you to be negative 30K? Something like TFT. Shots fired. You feel me? Like, that's what's gonna have to happen. And that's an anomaly. That's not normal. Sorry, not normal, right? That's a founder issue, right? And you don't have a founder issue. You have a big issue when it comes to trading, right? Like, you look at it like that. Okay, now I have a business coming in to take care of the bills, whatever business that it may be in, whatever other field it may be in, passion, and the trading money is just fun money, meaning it can make more than the business, but it's fun so that when I'm trading, I'm having so much fun and I'm ready to make way more money and double it and triple it and 4x it, as opposed to, all right, I'm looking at this as the only thing I'm gonna do to make, $25 million. It can't be that way. Look at trading as a stepping stool. Start giving some of that money to your family to take care of them when you make some money so they can support you. And look at trading as all I gotta do is make 100K. All I gotta do is make 500K. That's it. Prop firms can help me get there over a lifetime cycle, get to 500K, and then now take 10% of that, 20% of that. Richest man in Babylon, right, talks about 10%, right? Save, put 10% away for a rainy day, put other 10% away for other investments, right? Some of that income that's coming in should be going towards that. It's hard when you're working a 9 to 5 and the only money you get is $5,000 and you're trying to put 10% into a business. That's hard to bootstrap it off the ground. But when you use trading as a stepping stool to like, oh, now I'm making 10,000 per month or 8,000 per month. That's 100K a year, basically, right? 8.3333, right? That's 100K a year, basically, right? Okay, let's try to ramp that up to 200K. And if we can do that, you can take some of that money and funnel that into a new business. If that gets taken care of, then you won't have a big issue in trading anymore. What you'll have is much faster growth, much faster success. And that only comes if your mind gets changed to where it should be. And I hope I helped you guys shift your perspective on how trading can help you get to where your goals are that lie 5 years down the line. I'll holler at you guys. Hey guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Chris Williams, AKA Swaggy C. I've been trading for a decade and I've been doing this YouTube thing for the last 5 years. I've run several multi-million-dollar businesses and my goal on YouTube is just to help you get to where you want to get to through free, valuable content, basically. And if you like that video, please subscribe below because when you subscribe and like and comment on the video, that's how I know you guys got super, super value from it. And that helps me and my team create these amazing videos for you guys. So thanks, guys.